Hi everybody, this is Darren at Seek to Insure and welcome to our first video of 2026. Happy New Year to everybody and thank you for joining us. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about maternity insurance here in Thailand and 3 key considerations that you need to be wary of when you're buying maternity insurance. So point number 1 is to do with waiting periods. So all maternity coverage which is available out there in the market is subject to a waiting period. It's absolutely unavoidable. I'm constantly asked by people whether or not there are options in the market which don't have waiting periods, and the answer is no. The minimum waiting period that I know of is 10 months, although 12 months is the most common, and this is increasingly being pushed further by the insurers. We're seeing 16 months with some providers. So when a maternity waiting period is in place, it means that any incurred expenses during that period cannot be claimed. So you can't backdate any claims which fall under that period. The second key consideration which you need to look out for is what happens once the baby's born and you want to add baby into the policy. This is a key thing which is often overlooked and people don't think about it. So I'm urging people that this is actually more important, in my opinion, than the actual cover for standard maternity. Because for people who have complicated pregnancies or have babies which have health issues, this is the most important thing. How are you going to add your baby into the policy? So there are a lot of options in the market, especially local plans, where there is a restriction on when you can add the baby. So a common example is 14 days after birth, you can add baby into the policy. You don't want that, because if your baby is sick, you want them to be covered immediately from birth. So that's the first thing you need to look out for. And then secondly, you need to look at how the baby is going to be underwritten once they're born. So if they have to go through a full medical underwriting process, which is an application where you would need to declare any apparent health issues, those health issues are going to be excluded from coverage going forwards. So that's not ideal. What you want is a policy where you can add your baby into the policy without underwriting. This means that for any issues apparent at birth, they'll be covered following the addition onto the policy. A third consideration is if you're going down the route of having an assisted conception child. The reason this makes a difference is because the insurers will underwrite a baby which has been conceived via assisted conception. So it's important to note that this does vary on an insurer to insurer basis, but the key point here is if you are going to have an assisted conception child, make sure you let the broker or the insurance company, if you're going direct, know that this is within your plans, and ask them how it will impact adding your baby into the plan, because it can result in compulsory underwriting. So it's very important that you're aware of the position that the insurance company you're using has on this issue.